coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guy. Will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
What's that? 19? Right there, 54 miles. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd.
Begin.
To throw is Watson. Finding fouls complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Watson flushed out right. He's letting this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 59 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. But Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What? Twist. Regular. Smooth. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, defense. Hey.
Brady going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check. Alert 3.
To throw is Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So now on fourth down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the pass 3. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Switch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 64 yards, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Hey, 31. Bang. Shoot. Motion. Watch safety creeping. Sign him, go.
Throwing on second down. Watson, flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down.
Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. They'll try and run it. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And this one's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Check motion, motion. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 10, Watson dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Come on, let's see what you got. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A big play there for New England. 56 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Take 4.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he finds Stills, complete. Now a loose football, the ball comes out.
Here we go. Check, watch the before. Give me down. Check tight. Jim. SOS.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson steps away. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check Mike 54. Hey, tight. Hey, alert 3. Check nickel. No. Off.
On 1st and 10, Watson, he'll buy some time right. It's complete, Stills. 23 yards, the final tally.
Game of 23 more yards. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans get a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check 26, check 26, check 13, check 13. Hey, check it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle.
Check 3, check 3.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's White, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Michelle. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Wait, that. Turn 80. Turn 80. Come to ball. Alert. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 25 on second down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 50, check 50. Watch the edge.
Third and long. It's Watson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Mike, 55.
On second and 9, Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, go 66. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike, 55. Bring it. Bring it. Check, 55 to Mike.
Alpha.
55 to Mike.
Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Throwing again on second down. Brady, it's complete. James White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back now in Houston. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Let's go.
On first down, it's White. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They stay on the ground with White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Michelle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike, 54. Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, don't. You don't want.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson to the catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I got him.
Chance. Hey, 59. That's it. Mike, 54.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Watson, rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Mike 5-4. I got one.
Alert.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback at all costs. Kill.
49.
To throw again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on. You better bring it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
From the gun, here's Watson, dancing to his left. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah. He's checking.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, being chased out left. Got an open man, it's QT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Rush in. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Mike 5-4. Hey. Big Ed.
54.
Hey, one set. Check.
Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Kill!
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Rip. 50.
Brady going to go on 4th down. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's White. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose.